Welcome back, and thank you very much for staying with us on Buy Now, Sell Now on ET Now. And we, of course, are continuing to answer your questions. Joining us right now on the broadcast is Rupak De from LKP. Hi, Rupak. Thank you very much for joining us. All right, let's... so we've got a question. We've got a caller on the phone line from Manjunath writing to us from Karnataka. The stock that he wants answers on is Reliance, holds 10 stocks of that one. The entry price is 1,317. Please guide. So that's a pretty broad-based question that he's asking. Rupak, would you like to take us through the technicals of this one?
So on technical chart, Reliance is not saying anything. Like we do not have any kind of directional trend for Reliance. Currently, stock is consolidating within the bands of 1250 and 1350. So as long as it is remaining within the range, the sentiment or the trend cannot be decided. Only above 1350, the trend will become positive, and in that case, Reliance might move towards 1500 in short to medium term. Currently, hold the stock with a stop loss of 1250.
Okay, that's the verdict coming in on Reliance, a stop loss of 1250 marked. Next up is the query coming in from Kanta Raju from Karnataka. They're asking about HDFC at an entry price of 741. Rupak, what's your take on this one? What are the charts looking like?
So HDFC is not looking great. In fact, at higher levels, traders or investors are dumping their stocks. However, on the lower end, it is sustaining above 720 on a weekly closing basis. So I would hold the stock with a stop loss of 720 on a weekly closing basis. So hold the stock on a weekly closing basis. But if the stock falls below 720, I expect further correction in the stock.
Okay, taking up a question that's coming in from Kolkata, Deep Chaudhary writing into us, the stock that he's holding currently, 10,000 shares of it is NMDC. The entry price is 84. He wants a short-term view for 1 to 2 months. So, Rupak, back to you on this one as well.
So overall, metal stocks are doing great. I think the sign in the metal stocks might remain in the short term as well. And the particular stock has given a consolidation breakout, and it has reclaimed its important moving averages. So I would suggest to hold the stock with a stop loss of 84 on the higher end. 92, 95 might be the next targets.
Okay, that's the word coming in on NMDC. The next question, that was with appropriate entry levels where he should be adding on both of these counters.
So both the counters are looking very good on charts. For BSE, I would suggest to get an entry into the stock at around current market price, keeping a stop loss below 3,200 because the stock has been finding support around its 200 days moving average. On the other hand, net wave should be entered on a dip around 5,000, 5,100, keeping a stop loss below 4,700.
All right, the next question coming in from Neha from Bengaluru. The stock that she wants answers on is Aadhar Housing Finance, holding 200 shares. The entry price is 315 rupees. Now, the question is that the stock is not moving much for the last year. I can hold it for another 2-3 months, but she wants targets and a stop loss. Rupak, what is your sense on this one?
The short-term chart of the stock is not looking great. I think the stock can be held with a stop loss of 450. Below 450, the correction might extend significantly. So holding the stock with a stop loss of 450 would be a sensible idea. If it does not fall below 450, then recovery towards 500 looks possible in the short to medium term.
Okay, that's the word coming in on Aadhar Housing. The next question that we have is from Naveen from Chennai. He's asking about Pace Digitech that he's purchased at an entry price of 214. The time horizon here is upwards of 5 years. So he's asking for your recommendations on if he should hold, add more, or exit at the current levels. Shaina, would you have a recommendation on Pace Digitech first of all, or any other stocks that you could recommend for a 5+ year horizon?
Well, let me just pass this question. I don't really track it.
Okay, that's all right. Rupak, what's your sense on this one then?
So the stock chart is not great. I think exiting from the stock would be a good idea at the current level.
Okay, next question that we are picking up is from Hector in Kolkata. The stock in question is CDSL, quantity 50, and he entered the stock at a price of 1,718 rupees. I think he's got two questions. The next question is around BEL. Entry price of that one was 414 rupees, and he's holding a quantity of 50. Can I average at these levels? So, Rupak, what is your view on CDSL and BEL in the short term?
In the short term as well as in the medium term, both stocks are looking great. I think adding around the current market price for BEL would be a great idea because it is trading just above its 20 monthly exponential moving average. He can add the stock at the current level, whereas chart of CDSL is looking great. It has given a consolidation breakout and it is trading above its critical moving average on the daily time frame. So it is looking good, and on the higher end, the stock might move towards 1550 in the short term.
Okay, that's the word coming in. The next
that we are picking up right now is Sukumar from Chennai writing into us. He's purchased a quantity of 826 stocks of Sun TV. The entry price is 506 rupees. And the question is, shall I average or sell? So, Rupak, what is your view on Sun TV?
So, long-term charts of Sun, medium-term chart, in fact, of Sun TV is not looking great. I think averaging around the current market price would be a good idea. Averaging around 440, 430 would be a better idea.
Okay, that's the word coming in on Sun TV, but I'm afraid we've run out of time. Rupak, Shahina, thank you so much for joining us. And thank you all of the viewers for sending in your stock-specific queries. Do keep them coming. We'll take them tomorrow as well. But on that note, we're timed out on this session of Buy Now, Sell Now. Stay tuned to ET Now for more market updates coming your way.